Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm a big fan of movies, any type, except for maybe like war movies or some sci-fi stuff. But for the most part, I'm a big fan of just movies in general. Anytime, any place, anything. And recently, I just went and saw Midsommar. And when I saw it, I thought, this is the perfect movie to maybe just start like doing some like review videos on YouTube. Just to kind of give people my opinions and thoughts. So to kind of give you some context, this is directed by Ari Aster. Done some other work in the past. Um, Done some other work in the past. Not exactly sure. Nothing's coming off the top of my head at the moment. But anyway, this movie takes place in Switzerland, and it follows a group of a family, actually, a family, taking part in this festival called Midsummer. So we kind of follow this family around during this celebration. So I looked into it a little bit more, and Midsummer is just kind of like this colorful, happy, joyous, kind of spend time with your family type situation. And you know what? It honestly sounds like it would be a good time. I wouldn't mind. Oh, we got flies here. Oh, okay. I wouldn't mind going myself sometime. And after seeing this movie, um, I really wanted to book a ticket and go myself this summer. Probably maybe next year, but or maybe a couple years down the road. I just have a lot of pending lawsuits. Just been a couple over the past couple years, so not the best time. But so anyway, yeah, it follows this family. They're just spending time with each other and playing games, and they have like this pageant, and um, they have this pageant that is really just to celebrate the epitome of someone who takes part in this celebration. And this, I guess you could say, queen, she just is kind of that representation of the culture and the just everything that someone in this type of situation should embody. Um, so kind of the climax of this film, I don't want to spoil anything, but is kind of around this time, I suppose. There's just some tensions between the family. There's a sister, there's two sisters, and so an older one and a younger one. And the younger one is taking part in this pageant. And so, like, the older one is just very jealous that she's taking part in this, because she took part in it a couple years before, a couple times, never won. She never won, and so she was just very jealous. And but just like any other type of like family comedy type situation, they come back and they rekindle everything. And that's not a spoiler, just because that happens in every one of these kind of predictable type of films. So you know what, it overall is just a very colorful, joyous type of film. Like I said, it's that typical kind of family comedy film, but there were still some things that differentiated it from other films in the genre. Um, and to be honest, there were a couple times where I did get bored, but I feel like that just kind of comes with the territory. It just kind of does. Oh, and the grandma, hilarious. So funny. I don't know the name of the woman who plays plays her, because they kind of got like very authentic actors for this film, which was a breath of fresh air, I have to say. You know, because there are a lot of films where they get actors who aren't necessarily. There's just a lot of these films don't get actors that can really embody the role. You know, they have trouble. They have a little bit of trouble. But like I said, this grandmother was just so great. She had great one-liners. She had great physical comedy. Kind of reminded me of like a Melissa McCarthy, you know. And I just love that. I love Melissa McCarthy. She's great. She's done so many great things. But overall, this film, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I think for some people it might be a guilty pleasure, something that they kind of watch in the corner of their bedroom at 2 o'clock in the morning. But like I said, I just enjoyed myself. It was a good time, and everyone in the theater just had a good time. We just all kind of bonded over the human experience. So I think this will be kind of a go-to for people just looking to have a good laugh. You know, this will be kind of in their repertoire of films to watch when they're sad. So overall, I do give this movie a 7 out of 10, just because it was a little bit predictable. Um, just a little bit. Just kind of saw things coming. So I think that kind of wraps up my review of Midsommar. So I hope you join me again for another review. I think I'll keep this up. Kind of enjoyed it, so just subscribe, see what else I come out with. I'm sure I'll come out with some other reviews of movies and maybe some TV shows. I'm a big TV show person as well, so yeah, just keep a lookout.